Let's see the fear now. I got the driving hot spots, leaving scars for remorse. I got bark, won't starve. I am my dreamer. I'm a master of my fate. I'm a master of my fate. I'm a master of my fate.
This week on TNA Xplosion, Gia Miller goes around the ring with former TNA World Champion, the Death Machine, Sami Callihan. The Don West, you've got to be kidding me, top 5 trending topics of the week. In case you missed it, we'll see highlights from this week's Impact main event as Joe Hendry clashed with the System's Eddie Edwards. Plus, in our main event, we'll see Alan Angels go one-on-one with TNA original former TNA World Champion Eric Young. But first, we are on the road to the 20th anniversary of our flagship show, TNA Impact. Thanks to our friends at TNA Plus, let's take a look back at a match from the vault. It's the first ever TNA Impact main event, a 4-way X Division clash. Xplosion starts now.
3 of the 4 men are already in the ring for our Impact main event. There you see Chris Sabin, Primetime, and Michael Shane as well. It's the best of the X to determine a #1 contender. Who's the 4th gonna be?
Making his way to the ring from Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 215 pounds, he is the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Can you believe it, Mike? Today, AJ Styles back in the X Division. I cannot believe he wanted to become back into this innovative division in total non-stop action wrestling. It almost goes together. X Division, AJ Styles, he's back.
Think about it, Don. In the past 2 years, Styles has done it all. 2-time X Division champion, 2-time NWA Tag Champ, 2-time NWA World's Heavyweight Champion, and the phenomenal AJ Styles is going back to his roots. One of the founding members of the X Division is back home fighting in this Best of the X match to determine a #1 contender to the reigning champion Kazarian. Who's going to get the title shot next Wednesday on pay-per-view?
Hold on to your seatbelts, folks, because this is action like you've never seen it. You have 3 former X Division champions in the ring, and then you have another person in Primetime who is a World X Cup trophy holder, and also one of, if not the best, X Division member never to have held the title.
Michael Shane was taking it to Chris Sabin before Styles comes in, and now Primetime scales right up over the back and takes down Styles.
You can see right there, Primetime. And there goes Chris Sabin right after him. And Primetime ducks, and Chris Sabin goes over the ring.
Sabin running clothesline, takes Primetime down to the floor. It's Michael Shane in the ring with AJ Styles. Michael Shane around the business his entire life. The cousin of Shawn Michaels, and you're right, Don, a former X Division champion as well, looking to regain the gold.
AJ Styles connects perfectly.
Caught him with the drop kick right in the face of Michael Shane.
This crowd has been chanting for AJ Styles all night. They were as surprised as heavily as we were when he came out for this unbelievable. Oh, and you saw Chris Sabin go all the way across the ring.
Sabin hit the springboard drop kick on Styles. Watch Primetime back into the ring. Clothesline takes down Sabin. Covered out by Primetime. Gets 2. No. Kick out by Sabin.
Again, we'll let you know the winner of this match Wednesday night on the pay-per-view. Amongst all the action that you can get for only $9.95, the winner of this match takes on Kazarian for the X Division Championship.
Primetime matrix out. Hit the leg lariat. Follow cover, but you see Michael Shane made the save. Duck the enziguri. Shane follows up big right hands to the side of the head of Primetime. Repeated blows to the head. Now Shane's going to shoot him off. Fires Primetime off into the ropes.
Oh, and you see Michael Shane just taking the momentum and pulling Primetime back behind him and just slamming him onto the mat.
Elevated him overhead. You're right, Don. Drove him right down to the canvas. Can Michael Shane put Primetime away? Can Michael Shane gain the shot at Kazarian Wednesday night at the pay-per-view?
I'll tell you what, AJ Styles, yes, he held the X Division belt twice. Chris Sabin held the X Division belt, but Michael Shane at one time held the X Division belt longer than anybody in total non-stop
Action Wrestling history.
And Shane continues the offensive on primetime. But who is that outside?
Oh, AJ
That was AJ that hooked the leg of Michael Shane and takes him right out of the picture, right out of the equation. And now Styles is going to take him up.
Oh, Michael Shane fought it off, and Michael Shane reverses it.
Meanwhile, back in the ring, Primetime's got Saban. Oh, and powers him down. Cover, far legs hook. Michael Shane in to make the save.
I'm telling you right now, folks, you have to realize that whoever scores the pin, he's the one that gets the title shot. So the other two members have got to get out there and break it up. They've got to do whatever they can. They've got to have eyes in the back of their head to try to stop it. As you see Michael Shane slamming down Primetime face first.
Planted him DDT, far leg hook. Oh, who broke it up there? That was AJ in to make the save.
You know, AJ Styles has been involved in the NWA World Heavyweight title picture for almost a year now. And you wonder, is he ready to get back into the X Division? These guys do it every single day. But AJ Styles, one of the best this business has ever seen.
Styles flips back into the ring. Ducking the clothesline. Gonna spring back up the middle rope.
He's got him! Yeah!
Oh, caught him, dropped him, inverted style. Look out, Saban breaks it up. Smart move by Saban because he stays alive in the match.
I'll tell you something about Chris Sabin, and you and I talk about this all the time. This guy is so young, but he's so mature in the ring. Going to be one of the best that the sport will ever see. And you see right now AJ Styles trying to roll him up, but Chris Sabin just keeps the momentum going and using his strength. And Chris Sabin just reverses it right on AJ Styles.
Caught him with the DDT. Saban, cover.
No!
Got the shoulder up. AJ just at the last split second.
AJ Styles was almost done, and Chris Sabin almost had the shot at Kazarian next week. And oh, Chris Sabin sets Primetime up and drills him with the kick.
Basement drop kick from Saban on Primetime. Wow! Michael Shane just took him right overhead. Can Michael Shane make the cover? Could get the pin? No, he's not going to go for the pin attempt. He's going to drag him back towards the middle of the ring. Michael Shane's going to go high risk.
Here he goes. Michael Shane going to try to end it right here. Unbelievable. Four great athletes. And one of them is, of course, AJ Styles back in the X Division. And AJ not going to let Michael Shane go high risk as he takes him right onto the rope. Ouch.
Watch Primetime.
Here he goes. Tightrope walking. I don't believe it. And he sends him outside. The crowd goes crazy.
Spectacular move by Primetime. Snapped off the Hurricane Rana on Shane, and they both crashed down to the floor. Back in the ring. Oh, man, German suplex attempt by Saban. Styles landed on his feet.
Can you believe that AJ Styles was able to land on his feet like that? The guy's like a cat. Unbelievable. But Chris Sabin, not to be deterred, goes for it. But AJ Styles sends it right out of the ring, right onto Primetime.
He just flung him right between the ring ropes. You're right, and Saban crashes into Primetime on the floor. What's AJ going to do?
AJ Styles, you know everybody's looking at it. Everybody's thinking about it. Here goes AJ.
AJ's going to fly.
And he catches Primetime.
Sensational flip dive by the phenomenal AJ Styles on Primetime.
Oh, I'll tell you what, think about it. The judge might have a hard decision to make. Only 4 minutes left in this match. If somebody doesn't score a pinfall, who do you decide? Who do you choose? As Michael Shane and Chris Sabin right now, right in the middle of the ring.
Saban takes Shane up. Reverse now. And, Michael Shane shot him in shoulder first, directly into the steel ring post.
Oh, man, caught him right on that left shoulder, and you can see
Oh, he's setting up for the super kick.
Oh, yes, he is.
He's measuring him. Watch AJ.
AJ Styles has got him.
Sunset flip.
When he's going to pull him up.
He's not going for the, he's going for the Styles clash. Styles clash by AJ. He rolls him over.
Two. He's done it.
He did it. AJ gets a title shot.
The winner of the match and receiving an X Division title shot this Wednesday, AJ Styles.
There you see the champion, Kazarian, coming down the entrance ramp with the belt in hand. But there's the winner. He's back in the X Division. He returned to his roots, and AJ Styles did it.
What is going through Kazarian's mind right now? He realizes with freedom, he's got AJ Styles.
Incredible. The phenomenal AJ Styles does it.
And now it's time for the Don West. You've got to be kidding me. Top 5 trending topics of the week in honor of the late great TNA Hall of Famer, Don West. Time is running out for the TNA action figure pre-order. TNA Wrestling and Powertown Wrestling combined forces to bring the first TNA action figures in nearly a decade. Series 1 includes Josh Alexander, Jordan Grace, Eddie Edwards, and Moose of the System. Head to PowertownWrestling.com now because the pre-sale ends Friday, May 31st at midnight Eastern Time. And once it's over, the Series 1 figures will not be available any longer. Again, head to PowertownWrestling.com now because the pre-sale ends Friday, May 31st at midnight Eastern Time. At number 4, it was recently on an edition of Impact that Jordan Grace once again successfully defended her Knockouts World Championship, this time against Marty Bell. However, it was after the matchup that Grace was attacked by Allison Kay, Marty Bell's tag team partner, as a part of the Hex. It was after this attack that the Hex had some strong words for the Juggernaut. At number 3, tickets for Slammiversary in Montreal are on sale now. For the first time ever, TNA Wrestling will be live in Montreal, Quebec, Canada for TNA's 20th annual Slammiversary, which will be live on pay-per-view and TNA Plus on Saturday, July 20th, and on Sunday, July 21st, TNA Wrestling presents Impact. But you better act quickly. More Slammiversary tickets have been sold than for any TNA show over the past 10 years. TNA executives have confirmed earlier this week they are looking to expand the arena setup, which will lead to additional prime tickets for sale. TNA will update on any additional tickets to be a part of TNA's Slammiversary in Montreal. You can get your tickets now at TNAWrestling.com. At number 2, while you're visiting TNAWrestling.com, you should certainly check out TNAMerch.com because we have the opportunity for you to relive 2 of the greatest careers in the history of TNA Wrestling. You can purchase your DVD now at TNAMerch.com for the best of Drew Galloway and the best of Eli Drake. I wonder what those guys are doing now. And at number 1, we learned recently that Come Against All Odds live on TNA Plus in Chicago, Illinois on Friday, June 14th. We will see Broken Matt Hardy challenge Moose for the TNA World Championship. But as we saw last night on Impact as the broadcast was going off the air, the face of the franchise Moose finally found Broken Matt Hardy backstage. A savage fight broke out that ultimately left Matt Hardy laying, Moose destroying the Broken One with a series of steel chair shots. Will Broken Matt Hardy be able to procure the championship of the world from Moose at Against All Odds? Still to come tonight on TNA Xplosion, Alan Angels goes one-on-one with the 2-time TNA World Champion Eric Young in our main event. But up next, it's Around the Ring with Gia Miller, featuring the Death Machine, Sami Callihan. That's next on Xplosion. Welcome back to TNA Xplosion, and now it's time for Around the Ring with Gia Miller.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Around the Ring. I'm Gia Miller, and today I am joined by none other than the Death Machine, Sami Callihan. Sami, why are you pouting? Why are you pouting?
I'm sorry. You know what? I cannot take you seriously right now with the bangs.
Why?
I don't know. They're blinding and they're bothering me, Gia.
You don't like them? You don't like my bangs?
I didn't say I didn't like them.
Okay, so you do like them.
I'm not saying I do like them, though.
All right.
You know, I dressed nice for you today. No shoes.
Yeah, about that.
Sometimes it's no shoe day.
Why? Why? See, I wore sneakers so that you couldn't take my shoes off my feet. If you have watched our interactions before, you'll know that he tried to take my shoes off my feet.
I like your shoes. Give them to me.
Normally we have a set topic to talk about.
I feel like we have the same size foot.
We definitely don't, but I know better than to try to tell Sami what to talk about. I was just gonna let him go, and clearly we're already taking a turn.
Let's talk about socks. Let's get weird, Gia.
Why?
Look, some days it's not a shoe day. I'm a sandal guy. I had to put my socks on to put on my wrestling boots because I wear my sandals all the time.
I do know that.
I don't feel like putting shoes on. So today, you get socks, Sami.
To be fair, they're not sandals, they're flip-flops. There's a huge, huge difference.
Thongs. Why do some people call them thongs?
That is
I never understood that as a kid. Like some people call them sandals, some people call them thongs. What are they called in the Puerto Rican community?
Chanclas?
Is that what it is?
I don't know.
Is that what it is? Chonkas?
Chanclas.
Chocolates?
Chanclas.
Chonklas.
Close enough.
So sandals, flip-flops, thongs, chonklas.
Yeah.
I'm a sandal one.
And
I like
today
sandals.
your socks. This is really freaking me out, Sammy.
Oh, come on. They just smell like corn chips. It's okay.
Corn chips.
I didn't know I
That
was
is not
supposed to
what-
wrestle today. I didn't know I was supposed to wrestle today. So, because I'm an idiot, I didn't leave my gear to dry last night. So now it's wet and all my gear smells like corn chips.
Okay. But you do have your gear. You're not going to wrestle in this?
This is what I wrestle in 9 times out of 10.
Oh.
I have not bought gear in a long time. I
Yeah.
made this vest.
Oh, did you really?
Yes, I did.
I can tell. What's the meaning of this little
Octopus.
Oh, I
Yep.
see. I see.
Octopus got on me.
Little.
Damn octopus escaped from the zoo and cold cocked me in the eye. Waterboy reference? No? You're too young for that? I get it.
I don't even know where to go from here.
Look, we're friends, Gia.
I know.
We do not have to be so formal, damn it.
No, we don't have to be formal. And we talk about the real things here. Thank you. Thank you for that.
I want to make sure we get good audio.
I mean, we have lived together on multiple occasions. We talked about that. Jessica's been here. And
Not the best portion of my life.
that is not true. I'm a wonderful roommate, and you know it.
Not a terrible roommate. I've had worse.
You definitely
And you,
had worse.
you lived with us because you got trapped during COVID, and I wouldn't let anyone leave my house. Because if they left my house, they weren't coming back in.
That is true. He said, "I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be an asshole, but if anybody leaves this house, you can't come back in."
We were on lockdown.
We sound exactly alike.
Why does everyone's impression of me sound like that? I don't sound like that.
You sound-
I have a beautiful voice. I have a voice of a songbird of a generation. I was a tenor when I used to sing back in the day.
Well, sing now.
Yeah, you ain't getting that.
Why not?
That's for my OnlyFans one day.
Oh, God.
It's just me singing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I can make money off.
I think you could. If there's one thing I know about you, Sammy, is you can make money off of anything.
I could sell ice to an Eskimo, as they say.
Yes. Yeah. Hey, and I could too.
So you're from the South. My dad's from the South. So as a kid, was it pants or breeches?
It's britches.
It's breeches.
It's britches. Okay, well, at least we can agree on one thing, and I think we should.
Don't give us the wrap up.
We should call it there. We agreed on something. Let's call it there. Sammy, thank you so
no.
much for joining me.
I'm taking this.
Okay. This has been Around the Ring. Dear Lord, he's never coming back.
Up next, did you miss anything from Impact this week? No problem, as we'll get you all caught up. It's In Case You Missed It, up next on Xplosion. Welcome back to TNA Xplosion, and now it's time for In Case You Missed It. Let's head back to last night's edition of TNA Impact as Joe Hendry went one-on-one with one half of the TNA World Tag Team Champions, Eddie Edwards of the System. Now Brian Myers up on the apron, getting in the face of our official. Wait a minute! We've got some company here in the Impact Zone. Nick and Ryan Nemeth.
What the hell are they doing out here?
The Nemeths will be challenging Myers and Edwards for the TNA World Tag Team titles, and against all odds, I think they saw Myers hopping up on the apron, and they were not going to allow the System to meddle in this matchup.
And Eddie Edwards wanting to send a message loud and clear to Ryan and Nick Nemeth ahead of their tag team title match at Against All Odds. In addition to shutting down Hendry Mania and making Hendry pay.
Oh, straight headbutt by Eddie Edwards.
Now, Joe Hendry's got a lot of nerve making fun of Eddie Edwards' hairstyle in 2024, coming from a platinum blonde with a brown beard.
Are you going to talk about hair?
You know what?
No, you
Bald
don't
is
get
beautiful.
to. No,
Bald is
you
beautiful,
don't get
and you
to.
know it.
Here's the cover. Shoulders down and a kick out. Bald is beautiful, but it's not a hairstyle. It's a waving of the white flag.
How dare you? Either way, it doesn't matter what's on top of your head. It's what's going into your spine, and that's the knee and leg of Eddie Edwards here, punishing Joe Hendry.
Eddie Edwards just messing with Joe Hendry. The system, anybody that has gotten in their path, they've done everything in their power to eliminate.
And they've done a pretty damn good job of it thus far. That's why they hold most of the gold here in TNA.
Covered by Edwards after that flurry there by Hendry, and a kick out. And Eddie Edwards barking at the Nemeths on the outside. Oh, now ripping at the eyes, the mouth as well of Joe Hendry.
The system, they don't care what the people here in Newport believe in. They believe in themselves, the power they wield. And that's represented by the championship gold around their waist.
Oh, spine first into the turnbuckles.
He's a joke! He's a joke! He's a joke! You believe in that?
Eddie
That's a joke!
Edwards letting everybody here in the Impact Zone know what he thinks Joe Hendry.
Oh, look at Hendry. Trying to find some life here. Oh, against the former TNA World Champion and a straight headbutt by Eddie Edwards.
Edwards brutalizing the inspirational Joe Hendry here, right in the middle of the Impact Zone.
This is our main event. Eddie Edwards, one half of the TNA World Tag Team Champions, representing the system, trying to shut down Joe Hendry tonight in our main event. Throughout the commercial break, it's been all Eddie Edwards, and Hendry starting to fire back here against the former world champion. Off the uppercut on the move, chopped down by Edwards.
Inspiration comes and goes like the wind, Tom.
Cover. Pressing the shoulders down, Hendry able to stay in it.
But the system is forever, and they are proving that it works every step of the way.
One last reminder, TNA Wrestling and Powertown Wrestling have joined forces to bring you the first TNA action figures in nearly a decade. Series 1 includes Eddie Edwards, Moose, Josh Alexander, and Jordan Grace. You can head to PowertownWrestling.com now because the pre-sale ends tomorrow, Friday, May 31st at midnight Eastern time. And once it's over, the Series 1 figures will not be available any longer. Again, head to PowertownWrestling.com now. And as Edwards continues to waylay Hendry, the TNA World Champion Moose, conspicuous by his absence as we saw earlier on tonight, he is storming around the arena looking for broken Matt Hardy. Oh, right for the chop, and look at Joe Hendry.
Hendry is fired up here, no doubt about that.
Oh, hear that animalistic roar from Joe Hendry. He has been on another level over the last few weeks and months. Out of the corner, there's Joe Hendry.
Huge clotheslines from Hendry. Eddie Edwards trying to slow the momentum down here.
Oh, look at this. Eddie Edwards is the one who called Joe Hendry a joke.
Nothing funny here.
Follow-away slam by Hendry. Nick and Ryan Nemeth out here at ringside came out at the beginning of the matchup when they saw Brian Myers and Alicia Edwards thinking about getting involved. They've been out here to keep things calm at ringside, prevent the system from getting involved. Oh, now Edwards rolls outside the ring, felt Hendry building momentum.
And notice that Ryan and Nick Nemeth have been a little bored out here because they've had nothing to worry about. Everything has been above board from the system.
Oh, and a big clothesline by Hendry. We know that come against all odds on Friday, June 14th, live on TNA Plus in Chicago. The Nemeths will be challenging Myers and Edwards for the TNA World Tag Team titles. And also that night, Moose must defend the TNA World Championship against broken Matt Hardy in a first-time ever bout. Tensions running high in the Impact Zone tonight.
Things almost broke down there. Bit of a stalemate on the floor between the two warring parties.
But the system saw how in the wake of the Champions Challenge, Santino Marella was showing that there were opportunities to be had, championship matches, championship shots to be earned. Joe Hendry got the pinfall on Brian Myers in the Champions Challenge. The system sees the threat that Joe Hendry is.
But it is on Eddie Edwards to snuff out that threat.
Edwards into the corner, off the ropes, and a cutter there by Hendry. Edwards is down. Here's the cover, pressing the shoulder down. Oh, a kick out by Eddie Edwards.
Gonna take a lot more than that to put the former TNA World Champion down. Current TNA World Tag Team Champion. All the belief in the world don't do you a lick of good when you get punched in the teeth, though.
Oh. Speaking of which, uppercut there by Hendry. Oh. Hard-fought matchup here. Eddie Edwards has made it extremely difficult on Joe Hendry throughout this bout.
Hold out.
Grabbing a hold of Hendry, thought about a backslide there, another uppercut. Oh, and a huge clothesline with a left there by Edwards.
Down goes Hendry just like that. Eddie Edwards retakes control of the matchup.
These are two men who battled each other now on 3 different continents. Australia, Europe, the United Kingdom to be exact, and now in these United States. Been teammates in the past, but bitter opponents for the last year plus.
Eddie Edwards, oh! Well, it looks like Edwards maybe up here on the top rope, spending a little too much time jaw-jacking with these idiots in the front row.
Oh, and a straight headbutt there as Hendry was trying to set up Eddie Edwards.
And Eddie managing to fight back.
Wait,
look at this.
Hold on. Nearly 500 pounds on the turnbuckles. A fall-away slam.
Where did that come from?
Cover. Oh, and Edwards is still in it.
The resilience of Eddie Edwards is on firm display here. Look at the frustration starting to show up on Joe Hendry's face.
But Hendry's got support. Myers and Alicia Edwards certainly concerned. The Nemeths backing up Hendry. And the fans here in the greater Cincinnati, Ohio area certainly believe in Joe Hendry. Hendry was maybe thinking about a power bomb there, and Edwards pushed through the pain.
Edwards finding a counter every step of the way. There's that kick.
And Seguri slowing up Hendry.
Oh my God. Now Eddie Edwards bringing it up to the high rent district here.
Edwards has got a hold of Joe Hendry here, and a superplex off the top. But Edwards is not stopping.
Flowing right through into the Tiger Driver.
Stacking him up. Is this it? Hendry able to kick out.
We've got to take another look at this. Eddie Edwards with devastation here first, a huge superplex. And then look at this, the Tiger Driver, but not enough to put Hendry away.
What is it gonna take to put down Joe Hendry?
Credit where it's due to Hendry. The man absolutely at least believes in himself.
Oh, now look at this, Eddie Edwards pulling down the knee pad. Going for bone on bone here. Thinking about the Boston knee party. Hendry, look at the strength. Standing ovation.
My God!
Cover. Joe Hendry has beaten Eddie Edwards.
Here is your winner, Joe Hendry.
You better believe.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
Hendry withstood one hell of an assault from Eddie Edwards. A former world champion pinned dead center of the ring. Things do not
Boston knee party. Look at the strength by Hendry to control Edwards and hit the standing ovation. What a win for Joe Hendry. Hendry scores a monumental victory and sends Myers, Eddie, and Alicia Edwards packing on the road to Against All Odds. And now it's a chance for the system to regroup, because tonight, the leader of the system, the TNA World Champion Moose, has been hunting Broken Matt Hardy.
Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry.
In the absence of Locke's dark art, fear laughs. It teases, it taunts. The real battle lies within. A warrior of light knows that. A warrior has but one choice. They choose to challenge adversity. They choose to overcome. TNA Wrestling presents Against All Odds, Friday, June 14th on TNA Plus.
Up next, it's our main event as Alan Angels goes one-on-one with the world-class maniac Eric Young. This match is next on Xplosion. Welcome back to Xplosion, and now it's time for our main event.
The following contest is set for one fall. Introducing first, from Atlanta, Georgia, the Frenchman, Alan Angel.
Welcome to TNA Xplosion. This is your main event tonight in the greater Cincinnati, Ohio area. Alan Angels, also the host of the Sound Check.
Oh yes, critics are raving about a sound check.
I sense your sarcasm. I respect your
I
sarcasm.
don't know what you're talking about.
Alan Angel's gonna have his hands full tonight.
You can run for a long time. You can run for a long time.
His opponent, from Franklin, Tennessee, the world-class maniac, Eric Young.
The last time we saw EY in action, he was on the side of the All-Star team that got the victory against the TNA champions in the Champions Challenge match. You can relive it anytime on demand on TNA Plus. I would be curious what's ahead for the two-time TNA World Champion Eric Young.
Well, I have to admit, I'm really interested to see this dynamic, especially when you consider the pasts of both of these individuals, and especially their involvement with the design.
Some shared company. Once upon a time, it was Eric Young who led Violent by Design, and then in the wake of VBD came The Design, which nearly claimed the soul of Eric Young. Thankfully, Eric Young able to return to this company at Slammiversary 2023 in Windsor, Ontario, Canada. Now Alan Angels is going to get a first-hand experience with the man who created Violent by Design. There's a reason they call him the world-class maniac. This is a first-time ever one-on-one match. Young versus Angels here on TNA Xplosion.
The fans here in Cincinnati clearly showing some love for the world-class maniac, and I can't say I blame them.
A TNA original is Eric Young. Meanwhile, Alan Angels burst on the scene in the summer of 2022 in this company, was pursuing the X Division Championship. And speaking of which, on Friday, June 14th, live on TNA Plus in Chicago, it will be the X Division champion, Mustafa Ali, defending the title in his hometown against Trent Seven of Speedball Mountain. Getting a little brothered there.
Clearly, Alan Angels has been in the kitchen. He's cooking something and is definitely stirring the pot. Is a light way to put it.
Oh! So a hell of a slap last week here on Xplosion amongst the knockouts, and this time Eric Young on the receiving end. Angels thought he'd outfoxed the veteran, not so fast. And now Young looking for a suplex to the outside. The world-class Maniac trying to do some real damage here. Oh, and Angels takes Young off his feet. Goes teeth first into the apron. And now Angels, moonsault from the middle rope.
The humility that is shown by Alan Angels is unmatched. You know, he started calling himself Big Al in the back.
Oh, jeez.
I keep hearing him refer to himself, hey guys, I'm Big Al. Somebody needs to put him in his place.
Eric Young to be the one to do that. Meanwhile, Alan Angel's been able to take over here in this matchup. Has so much ability, still so young in this game altogether.
Absolutely.
A lot of athletic ability as well. What do you think the future holds for him here in TNA?
I really think it's going to boil down to what is going on in the mind of Alan Angels. I mean, clearly, he's got a lot of potential, so much athleticism, and has accomplished so much already at such a young age. But it's really going to be determined by if he can keep his head on straight.
That breaker and a kick out there by Young.
Or at least use what he's got between his ears to his advantage.
And speaking of ears, Young nearly lost his at Rebellion in Full Metal Mayhem against Frankie Kazarian.
It's about to be three. You ready?
Frankie Kazarian, who we know next week on Impact is going to be going one-on-one with Nick Nemeth. Off the suplex and a kick out there by Alan Angels. A first-time ever matchup, a meeting of a TNA original and Nick Nemeth, who for 20 years has been a mainstay of a former world champion in professional wrestling. And now look at Young. Big clothesline. And Young's got the fans behind him here in the greater Cincinnati area. There's the power slam, and Young is seen about going up top to you.
Oh, yeah!
Elbow drop by Eric Young. Is it enough?
Wow.
Alan Angels is still alive.
Wow. I mean, can't take it away from Alan Angels. He's still got a lot of fight in him. He's got a lot of heart. He's just not really been channeling it in the proper way.
Hold on. We'll see about the pile driver there, turned around by Alan Angels. I'm going to kick out at two. This is where we perhaps get some answers to the points you were saying before. What's going on in the mind of Alan Angels? That mental toughness. Off the stop. Oh, moonsault from the middle rope. Excellent work there. Here's the cover kick out by Young. Alan Angels finding out why it's been so difficult to keep down Eric Young, why Diener once upon a time with the edge of a knife couldn't even do it. Big shot right to the jaw. Eric Young throwing those bombs. Biting the forehead of Alan Angels, and the official warning Ewok.
I knew on that last slap I saw something.
Whoa. And Angels, I think, pulled the referee in front of him. Now Eric Young trying to calm down the referees so the match can continue, and a huge spinning heel kick by Angels. Is Angels gonna pin the former world champion? A kick out by Young.
Oh my Lord. As I was saying, I thought I saw something shift in the eyes of Eric Young with that slap, but now something's really got to shift.
Well, it's shown you what Alan Angels is willing to do to get a win. Pulled the referee in between himself and Young. Nearly won the matchup. Well, hold on. Is it time? Trying to set up Young for Angels wings, perhaps.
Oh, I don't think so.
With a slide down the back, Eric Young trying to resist. Well, look at the strength. Oh! Open pop strike. And now Young, look out! Is it time?
Yep.
Pile driver!
Oh.
Cover! And the world-class Maniac gets the win!
Here is your winner, Eric Young.
Alan Angels was folded up like yesterday's newspaper, and a win here on Xplosion for Eric Young.
Eric Young, your winner. Thank you for joining us on TNA Xplosion.